Hi, this is Alcan. Welcome back to my channel. I know, third video in one day. Crazy, huh? No, the news is just unbelievable today. You're not going to believe this one. Really, you're not going to believe this one. I mean, I know, why am I laughing? You know the theory they was saying about, about the 2020 election and all that stuff? You know, it's the safest and securest election in history and all that jazz, and that's why Trump and all these people are in Fulton County facing charges. Guess what the judge in that Fulton County case just did? You're not going to believe this. I'm seeing it. You don't believe me? Look. That's Judge McAfee, right? I know you can't read upside down, backwards or upside down. But I will explain what it is, but it is him. And this is from CNN. It says, quote, Judge allowed Trump's co-defendant to continue to fight for 500,000 ballots from Fulton County to argue debunk fraud claims. I'm sure CNN must be saying, what the heck is going on here? The people were so shocked, they even wrote bye twice. Yes. I don't know if you can see the word bye twice. It's in there. Yeah. Where it says CNN. Bye. This is what they wrote. Nick Valentina and Jason Morris, CNN, 2 hours ago. We just got this. And of course, Judge Scott McAfee presiding over the motion hearing for the defendant. I guess it was for today. Anyway, this is what it says. A Fulton County judge will allow co-defendant Donald Trump in the Georgia election subversion case to continue his effort to access thousands of 2020 ballots to argue debunk voter fraud theory. Now, most judges and all that stuff would have said, nah, we're not going to let you do that. Absolutely not. Why is McAfee doing this is beyond me. Harrison Floyd, who led the organization Black Votes for Trump in 2020, argued during a hearing Tuesday that he should not have been charged in the racketeering case because his concerns about voter fraud and questions about the election result were legitimate. Trump lost to President Joe Biden in Georgia by more than 12,000 votes. But he's asking for 500,000 votes to be examined. That's more than what they lost here. So that's what it says. Floyd's attorney are pushing to access more than 500,000 ballots from Fulton County, claiming they were intended to produce evidence that thousands of voters were improperly excluded from the final vote tally. Fulton County Supreme Court Judge Scott McAfee asked Floyd's attorney on Tuesday to file additional information to the court in the coming weeks, including the scope of the expert review of the 2020 votes that they're seeking. McAfee also said he plans to have another hearing in the next 2 months to discuss the next step in Floyd's attempt to access the ballots. The judge is really serious about this. Seriously. So Georgia's Secretary of State Brad Rosenfeld, a Republican, found no evidence of fraud in the 2020 election after overseeing 3 separate counts in the ballots, conducting many other reviews of the process, and investigating more than 250 claims of voter fraud. Floyd is one of 15 remaining defendants, including Trump, facing charges related to the efforts by the former president and his allies to overturn the 2020 presidential election results in Georgia. A Maryland resident, Floyd has been charged with 3 counts in Georgia, including racketeering, conspiracy to commit solicitation of false statement, and writing and influence witnesses. Chaz Alex, senior assistant attorney for Fulton County, pushed back on the 2020 voter fraud argument from Floyd's attorneys. Alex also said the process of producing the ballots would take thousands of hours, and this is a busy presidential election year during which the county needs all hands on deck. The county shouldn't have to bear the burden of manpower, Alexis argued. The Fulton County racketeering case against Trump has effectively been at a standstill. A Georgia appeal court is revisiting the question of whether Fulton County District Attorney Fannie Willis and her office should be removed from prosecuting the case because of a romantic relationship with her former lead prosecutor Nathan Wade, and a legal argument before the Supreme Court over whether Trump has immunity over prosecution also remain an issue in the Georgia case. The High Court is expected to issue a decision this summer. So, I was not expecting McAfee to allow this to go through. I was a little bit surprised. I mean, he just won his his seat back in the election recently with Fannie Willis. So, I don't know. I mean, if Trump only lost by 12,000 votes and he wants 500,000 votes to check, and McAfee is okay with this, oh boy. Now, of course, one of the people involved is Rudy Giuliani, and he had a situation where he accused some employees of cheating or involved with the cheating. And I'm not mentioning the name of the poll workers because I understand that every time their names are mentioned, it brings traffic to their names, and that's why they're having problems with Giuliani, because they claim that people are threatening them and everything. We're not mentioning the names. I don't want to know the names. I don't want nothing to do with them, to protect myself and protect them. So that's the thing. And we have seen lists of possible voter fraud across the country, but unfortunately I never had the access to the actual documentation. But anything's possible. I mean, after all, we lived in New Jersey. We had voter fraud in a few years ago. Paris in New Jersey, they had to redo the election because somebody had ballots and they were using them illegally, and they got busted. And of course, a case in Connecticut, they had to redo the mayor race again, ballot fraud. So anything's possible, but I'm not sure how much of this is on the level. But if this is CNN saying this and McAfee's agreeing to this, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I'm probably going to drive you two nuts, but there's nothing I can do about it. So I'm not trying to give you misinformation. I'm going with what CNN said. So I don't know. Anything's possible. We'll see what happens. But all I know is Fannie Willis is probably blowing a gasket when she heard this one by now. I know because the attorney for Fulton County was having the moment. So this is Outcast saying so long for now. Don't forget your stop.